Most patients ask what their cholesterol means, what's their cholesterol number. You can have a cholesterol number that's high, you can have it low, but ultimately what you want to be asking your doctor is, what does a cholesterol number mean? Your cholesterol is something your body naturally makes. It's good for you, and yet most people think of cholesterol as being something bad. In this country, we have spent $400 billion to educate people that cholesterol is bad for you. And what I try to help patients understand, in fact, that cholesterol is a sealant. Picture the streets. If the road crews no longer come around and seal the roads, we're going to have bigger cracks, more problems, and spend a lot more money to try and solve a problem with the roads and traffic than if we actually take the time to seal them up. Imagine if you lived as a family in the valley underneath the Hoover Dam. You send your kids to the Hoover Dam school, and you have a nice little family life going on down there, and one day you look up at the dam and you see that some guy's on there sealing up the dam. Do you want them to use as much sealant as possible or as little sealant as possible? Because if you're trying to seal a crack, the less sealant you use, the more likely you're going to have a problem. So for me personally, I'd want them to use all the damn sealant they can to make sure that they seal up that problem and it doesn't turn into a bigger, major problem down the road. In your body, cholesterol doesn't just migrate to an area where there's a problem. Cholesterol is attracted to a specific spot in your arteries where there's a crack. It travels along through the tube of the artery and literally turns into and embeds in the wall of your artery. Similar to a policeman when he's driving down the road and he veers across the center lane of the highway. Is that by accident or by design? There's pure intent as to why it goes there. And cholesterol is attracted to inflammation, inflammatory markers in the body of the artery wall where it gets stuck. It doesn't get stuck in the tube, it gets stuck inside the wall of the artery. And when it gets embedded there, it attracts white blood cells, an immune response. And your immune cells, monocytes, travel to where the cholesterol is. It eats the LDL cholesterol, that bad cholesterol, and it turns into a macrophage, which then eats the chemical byproducts that are present in that area, and it turns into a foam cell. Think of your home. When do you use foam around your house? If you have a window with a crack, you use foam to seal the crack. Would you prefer to leave the crack unsealed, or do you seal it? In your body, if you leave that crack unsealed, it'll lead always to more major problems. The problem is not cholesterol. Cholesterol is actually a solution. It's a solution for a bigger problem, and the problem is inflammation. So your more logical question to ask your doctor is not, why do I have cholesterol as a 212 or whatever your number is. The question you want to be asking is, why is my inflammation high and how do I get it back down? Because when you answer that question, you won't have a cholesterol problem. I'm Rob Coombs from the National Center for Wellness. Get well soon.